everybody. My name is Miss Kelly and I work here at the Vineland Library, and I'm happy to be here with you today to tell you a story using a flip doll. And today's story is about someone you probably all know very well. Her name is Cinderella. So without further ado, we will get started. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Cinderella. She lived in a house with her rotten stepmother and horrendous stepsisters. They made her do everything. She had to do all the laundry, all the cooking, all the cleaning. She even had to take care of all the pets. One day, while she was doing all her chores, a knock came at the door. She perked up and went straight to the door. Standing there was a courier with a letter, and he promptly told her, "Be sure to open this letter immediately. It is from the king. It is important." Cinderella hurried up to her stepmother and stepsisters, and they all read the letter together. Inside it said, "Dear Kingdom, tonight there will be a royal ball for the prince. Every eligible maiden must attend this ball, as they may become the prince's wife." Cinderella began to jump up and down. "Oh my goodness! A ball? I get to get dressed up. I get to wear makeup. I get to put on nice shoes." No sooner did she open her mouth, her horrendous stepsisters began to cackle and laugh. "You can't go to the ball! What are you gonna wear, those rags?" Cinderella became very sad. She knew that she would not be able to go to the ball in her dress, and she knew no matter how much she begged that her sisters would not let her go. So she quietly went back to her chores and cried. Later on, as she was sitting in the garden, she watched her sisters get into a carriage and leave for the ball, and she began to cry some more. But soon after, a lady appeared in the garden. Who could this be? "I am your fairy godmother, Cinderella." "My fairy godmother? I didn't know I had a fairy godmother." "Well, of course you do. And I am here today to make sure that you get to go to the ball. I am going to make sure first that you have a ride. With my magic wand, I will turn that pumpkin over there into a carriage." And she swirled her magic wand, poof, and a carriage appeared. Cinderella was so excited. "It's beautiful, it's gold, and there's white horses too. But what will I do about my dress?" "Don't worry, Cinderella, I'll make sure you look beautiful." And she waved the wand, poof, and Cinderella suddenly was wearing the most beautiful gown anyone had ever seen. "Now I can go to the ball, and I can dance all night long. I'm so excited." But Cinderella's stepmother immediately began to give her a warning. "You can go, and you can have all the fun you like, but make sure by midnight you're home, because as soon as the clock strikes 12, all of the magic will wear off, and you'll be back in your rags." Cinderella listened, but was super excited, and jumped in the carriage, and soon enough they were at the ball. As Cinderella was coming down the stairs, the prince caught sight of her. "Who is that? I've never seen her around here before. I think I would like to dance with her." And he quickly ran past all the maidens who were lined up and began to dance with Cinderella. They danced and talked for hours. They completely forgot about the time when all of a sudden the clock began to ding. 12 dings. I must be going. But why? We still have the rest of the night to dance. I can't explain. I must be going. And Cinderella ran away, ran down the stairs. When she returned home, she was back in her rags. She laid down to go to sleep and dreamed of the prince. The following morning, she awoke and began to do all of her chores. As she was sweeping the floor, another knock came at the door. Who is it?
It is I again, from the king's palace.
Cinderella opened up the door, and a man was standing there with a glass slipper. Cinderella recognized it immediately as the glass slipper that she had worn the night before.
I am here to try this slipper on every one that lives in this house. For the foot it fits is the woman that the prince was dancing with last night.
Cinderella stepped up to try it on when her stepsisters knocked her out of the way and began trying to wiggle it on their feet, except it didn't fit. When the man asked Cinderella to try it on, they insisted that she could not, but he insisted that she should. Cinderella tried on the slipper and it fit perfectly. And after that, she went back to the palace, and her and the prince danced some more and lived happily ever after. And that's the end of the story.